What's good, guys? How is y'all doing today? Bless y'all for tuning in. Today I'm putting on a senator. That's how I'm feeling today. No cap. You feel me? I'm in my Nigerian shit. So yeah, this is it. Yeah. So this topic is actually like directly to traders that have been trading for a while, no result. You feel me? You're putting in your all in this thing. You're trying to make it work, but it just seems like it's not working. Let's talk about you people today. Like, let's put some, I don't want to call it hope, because when you just make it sound like hope, it's almost like it might happen, it might not happen. I'm going to also relate it some way to the universe and make you understand like how this world works in my best understanding. Like, the best way I can explain is what I'm going to do today. You feel me? Now, I'm going to start with, I'm going to use myself as an example, also tell a little bit of my story. Why do I do that? Because the main reason why I come out here to make this type of videos, my videos, I've said it before, are the kind of ones that traders would relate to. You understand? Regardless of if you like me or not, you're experiencing the way, like everything you come to my channel and see, the losses, the wins, you understand, the growth or anything, you would experience it one way or the other sooner or later. It is just what it is. So I like to use myself as an example because I am totally no different from you people, or from anybody watching this video going through anything. This is it. This video might go as a motivational one, and that would also be a goal. You get, if it goes as motivation and it can motivate you and make you stay strong in your journey, then let's do it. If you watched my video, or if you go down right now to like some of my oldest videos and watch them, you will see that I was staying in a rat hole. I like to call it a rat hole, not because I'm trying to exaggerate or trying to say, or it is a way I'm trying to say the house was ugly. No, it was actually a rat hole. Why do I call it a rat hole? Because you can be sleeping in the night and rat run on top you. It happens almost any day. You understand? That is why I call it a rat hole. Just outside the compound there, a lot of rats are living around. Like, they will easy. Big rat, I'm not even talking of small rats. So that's why I call it a rat hole, because the rats are always running in the roof, running on the ground. You just cannot avoid them. You cannot prevent them. That's what I came to understand. So I was staying in that rat hole. I was struggling. Some of you have not and will never be in the type of deep financial negative part. Like, I was so broke. So legit broke. 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 At some point, my mom would give me like 2,500 to manage a week, 1,500 to manage a week. For real, I'm not even capping. I'm not lying. This is the kind of money I'll manage a week. Sure, you understand? So I was that broke. Not just that. Before I started trading, of course, just like every other person, living anyhow type of life. To top it off, I had anger issues. You understand? Let me not put it like direct anger issues, but I easily get angry. Not like anger issues where I start destroying things. No, not up to that extent, but I easily get angry. Why am I adding anger to the stories? Because it's going to make sense in future, like along the line. So follow me. So all these things. Now, moving from this kind of scattered life and coming to trade means you will need to change a lot of things about yourself, your understanding about life, everything, if you want to really trade profitably. I am somebody, I was indisciplined. The definition of indiscipline was me. You understand? Now, broke, of course, as a trader, you need money to trade, but I was broke. And at the same time, indiscipline, like legit indiscipline. But I worked myself slowly in a matter of 3 years to a point where I had been able to control myself. You understand? Organize myself to an extent where I can set rules and follow. Because believe you me, you don't want to know what I went through as a trader. You feel me? Like, everything you think you felt, you're not the only one feeling it. A lot of traders have felt it too. Me, myself, I felt my own share. You feel me? I tried my best. There were sometimes I actually thought I was cursed. I thought I was legit cursed because it was almost impossible to follow rules. I wake up and say, I will write things on my palm. I'll legit write it on my palm just so I can follow it. I would not still be able. I'll write it on a book, be reading it. I'll keep the paper by my side, make sure I'm reading it. I take one loss and everything is scattered. One loss and everything is scattered. I cannot follow rules again. Then after the end of the day, you find out you've sabotaged, you've done everything you're not supposed to do. You spend the rest of the day sabotaging, like hating on yourself, saying negative things to yourself. If you're not careful, you find yourself in a space where you become a negative person. You're not even enjoying life. You become a sad person, a depressed person, because you attempted trading. And you hang it on, oh, this money, one day I'll make this money. But it is because of you not being able to, you're feeling like a very weak person for not being able to follow rules. The first thing I'm going to say in that part is this. What you're doing as a trader is this. You came from somebody, you were living a certain way of life. Trading is like the first thing that I've told you. You need to control yourself to work in this space. Prior to trading, you didn't know anything about like controlling yourself. You were just living a wayward life. Now, when it comes to trading, you have to organize yourself. The way we live on our day-to-day life is not really how it works with trading. So if that's the case, the way you were living before is definitely not going to fit. So therefore, changes needs to be made. And that is what's going on. It's not because you're cursed. It's not because you're the worst person on earth. It's not because you're weak. It's just like learning how to drive a bicycle. You cannot just start by picking a bicycle and paddling it like a master. It doesn't work. It does not work. You would fall, you would injure yourself, you will watch others ride the bicycle and you're like, wow, this is so easy. But when you try it, it is not possible. You will be sweating when you're trying to push the bike. It will not be like what others are doing. But mind you, you keep going, focusing on the things you cannot do. Try to do them right, finding out why you can't do them, and continuing to try to do them right. You find out that you get to a point where you are doing them right. Slowly, you will get there. It is the law of life. It is not about prayers. You don't even need to pray to do it. It is about understanding that continuous practice makes perfect. This is the understanding that you're going to put in the back of your everyday experience in the charts. Understand that continuous practice makes perfect. The more you try, the more you're going to get there. I remember 2020 when I first looked at the chart. It was so confusing that I closed it. That is how I was feeling recently when I started looking at other flow chart. It was so confusing that I'm like, this thing is so much chaos when you want to think about it. But now I am building understanding about other flow. Everything is beginning to look simple. It's the same thing with back in the days. It got to a point where I open the chart and like close it and I'm like, how am I going to learn this thing? But now the charts, I even see it in my dream. I'll be seeing candlesticks in my dream. There's a lot of understanding when I open the chart and look at it. It is just how life works. You understand? This is it. I started becoming profitable. If you've been watching my channel, then you know. 2023, September or October. You understand? Why did I become profitable? I have said it here before, but I'm going to say it again because some people must have not heard it. Let them hear it. I went to my Prof Firm trading journal, my trading statistic, and found out this. I found out that my average risk per trade was $25, and my average loss and my average risk to reward was also $25, which is 1:1. And my win rate was 40%. I just knew it could not work. With a win rate of 40%, in order to make money, your average risk to reward has to be nothing less than 1:2. And immediately it clicked. That's what I call an aha moment in my trading. Immediately I made a decision that every trade I take, I am closing for nothing less than 1:2, except it comes back to my break even. And from that September, would you believe that from that it was October beginning. The month of September, I closed with a little bit of profit. But October was when that thing occurred to me and I implemented it in my trading. And before December, around October or November, I think November or so, I passed my phase 1 on an account I've been struggling with since June of that year of 2023. Then the next year, I passed the phase 2 and got funded. It was a 5K account, yes. And from there, I started getting more accounts, passing them. That was it for me. But this is it. Before then, I had already gotten to a point where I can control myself, which was a big problem for me. In fact, I was at a point where I'm able to control my risks. You understand? Say I'm going to risk this particular amount and I do it. Say I'm going to follow this rule and I did it. But I was still not making money and it was troubling me. I'm like, what is the problem? What could be the issue? What is the problem? What's the solution? Until when that thing clicked, until that day I was just, I don't know what made me to go to that journal, looked at it and I'm like, wow, so this is the problem, and I adjusted it and immediately I started seeing results. So you've got to keep going, keep trying. That is it. Keep going, keep trying. And another thing again, I'm going to tell a story from the Market Wizard book, a particular trader called Michael whether Schwartz or whatever. This trader in particular traded for 10 years, didn't make money. See, this is a time, 1980, there was not too many traders like there is today on the street, where you can legit meet anybody and the person would know about trading, or the person is trading or have attempted trading. This was a time where there were barely traders. But this trader had that kind of strong belief system to keep going for 10 years. I don't care if he took breaks and came back, but he still continued doing it until he got to a point of profitability. Now, when I look at that situation, I try to analyze it. The only thing I can come up with is that he saw traders that were making it, because they don't be trading in the house like we're doing right now. They go to the floor. So he saw traders that were doing it. He heard their story and it's like, one day I'm going to be like them. So he kept going, making mistakes, learning, and he kept going. This trader turned out to turn $30,000 to $80 million. He died 2023. He became a very renowned trader, popular, rich trader, simply because he didn't stop. 10 years is a lot of time, by the way. I'm not saying you should wait for 10 years. Do whatever you want. I don't even know if I can wait for 10 years. You understand? But what I'm saying is that if you do something, you give it your all, you continue trying, it is going to work out eventually. It is not a matter of amen. I keep saying it is going to work out eventually, because this is just how life works. It is what it is. That's like my point to make today. All you've got to do as a trader is to continue trying. Continue trying. Keep adjusting. If you think there's something you need to do to get better as a trader, do it. Continue trying. Forget about trying to change your trading strategy. Focus on a mental strategy to use. A mental strategy could be, instead of setting 100 rules, let me try to focus on these 5 rules. You understand? A mental strategy could be, after I take one trade, look at the trade and it hits my take profit. The next thing I'm going to do is to either close my laptop and go and don't look at the chart again. Or if I don't trade with a laptop, I delete the app from my phone and download it tomorrow again. That's a mental strategy. All those things are little things you can do to better your trading. So the point here is this: trading is a multi-billion-dollar industry. There's a lot of money flowing from pockets to pockets in trading. If we have done trading for this long, mind you, we're going to make a lot of money from trading. There's a reason we love this thing. There's a reason we pick out of everything to make money. We decided that it is trading. Mind you, trading is not just any kind of thing or niche to make money. You need money to put in this thing in order to make money. Now, there are many other businesses you could have focused or put this energy in and made more money, and also make a lot of money, just like you can make from trading. And even easier, you can even get it easier, but you picked trading, you picked the hard one. You've gotten to the point where you've stayed for this long, 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, whatever the case may be, 4 years, 5 years. There's no need to stop. Keep trying, you will get there. That is the message for y'all today. It is the message. You feel me? Keep going. If anybody can make it, you can make it too. You understand? This is November. I was sitting already like 70% of November. We just left with 1 month in this year and we're done. Next year we're going to come back and kill the market. You feel me? It's our market. Nobody can take it from us. What is ours is ours. You don't understand. This one is not land grabbing or land struggling. We are the owner of this market. You feel me? We're going to come back and we're going to kill this market. We'll make a lot of money from this thing we've involved ourselves for this long. All we've got to do, keep going, looking at the edges where you're weak in knowledge or whatever in skill, and try to empower those edges and keep going. One thing I love about trading is how it has like made me mentally strong. Not just mentally strong, made me become a very deep thinker. I did an IQ test and found out that I am very good at logical reasoning. Very, very good at logical reasoning. Very, very good at pattern identification. Why do you think that is the case? Because of trading. Because I've involved myself in the market for so long, I've gotten good at these things. You know, with trading, you can see your setup, your A+ setup. You take the trade and you still take loss. Logically, you should understand that everything is possible. Your A+ setup can lose. It's only emotion that will make you to cry and over-risk because you just feel like it's your A+ setup or whatever is supposed to work. But if you put logic into the thing, there's nothing saying it can work. There's no guarantee that that trade is going to work. So this is just the understanding. I just wanted this video to be around 10 minutes, but it is way past 10 minutes right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Help me grow this channel. And I'm just grateful. If you like this video, of course. If you don't like the video, you can pass. Like the video. Sorry, if you don't like the video. No, sorry. If you don't like the video and pass. But if you like the video and subscribe. You can also comment too. You get me? So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's go.